All right, let's get right to it. I'm going to tell you something that might be a little hard to swallow. That sponge sitting by your kitchen sink, it's a lie. You've been scrubbing your dishes with a block of oil-based plastic. But what if the real thing, the original, could be grown on a vine right in your own backyard?
So look at this. On the left, you've got that lie I was just talking about, a standard petrochemical product. But on the right, well, that's a loofah. And it's not just for scrubbing your back. This thing was used to filter the engines of actual battleships. Yeah, you heard me. Today we're going to declassify the history of the vegetable sponge and find out why it was once considered a high-priority military asset.
You know, nature's best technology is almost always hidden in plain sight. This isn't just a sponge, folks. This is an industrial-grade tool that we've all been taught to completely ignore.
So this plant, it does something incredible. It starts its life as an edible vegetable. You might know it as Chinese okra. If you pick it early, hey, it's dinner. But if you just leave it on the vine, the flesh literally vanishes, and what's left behind is this tough, fibrous skeleton. It's like a natural glitch in the system where food literally turns itself into hardware.
And you better believe this wasn't some quaint little bath accessory. For ancient armies and, yes, modern navies, this simple gourd was a high-priority strategic resource.
The history here is pretty much classified. I mean, go back 3,000 years. The ancient Egyptians were using these things for daily hygiene. Pharaohs were scrubbing with this. Now, fast forward to World War II, the Japanese Empire designated the loofah a military priority crop. Why? Because they desperately needed its fibers for high-heat engine filters in their naval fleet. Think about that. When the world was at war, victory didn't depend on plastic. It depended on this vine.
And the reason why is because these fibers are a biological masterpiece. They can handle extreme heat, extreme pressure, without failing. You know, think about the resilience of bamboo. It's strong, flexible, almost indestructible. Well, the loofah's cellulose structure gives it that same rugged durability. This plant was basically engineered by nature to survive anything.
So how does it do all this? Well, it's not an accident. It's a series of what I like to call perfect biological glitches that create a masterclass in natural engineering.
And speaking of glitches, get this. While it's growing, a single loofah vine produces 33% more oxygen than a typical tree. So it's not just a tool, it's a little environmental engine all on its own. Now your plastic sponge, it's basically a swamp, a breeding ground for bacteria. But the loofah? Its hollow, fibrous structure lets it dry out almost instantly, which prevents the kind of rot that would destroy any other gourd. And listen to this. When it gets too old and worn out to scrub your pans, it becomes one of the best natural fire starters in the world. It is a crop with absolutely zero waste.
And all of this, it brings us to the modern era. Because that yellow block in your sink, it's not a real sponge. It's a deliberate and, frankly, inferior replacement. It's the same pattern we see everywhere else. You think you're getting vanilla flavoring. No, most of that stuff isn't from a vanilla bean. It's synthetic vanillin made from wood pulp and oil. We've been given the cheap knockoff. The real, superior technology of the loofah gourd has been replaced by a plastic sponge cooked up from petrochemicals.
And the reason is simple, right? It's always about profit. We've been conditioned to buy plastic because you can patent it, you can mass produce it, and you can control the market. We traded a biological powerhouse that actually cleans the air for a synthetic fraud that pollutes the planet for centuries.
But here's the good news. This isn't just about gardening. This is about reclaiming lost knowledge, lost technology. You can literally grow your own supply of these incredible tools. And the process is just ridiculously simple. Give it a trellis to climb, let the fruit age and completely dry out on the vine. Then you just peel the skin, shake out the seeds for next year's crop, and bam! You've got a lifetime supply of industrial-strength scrubbers. No factory, no supply chain, no problem.
So let's just recap what this thing is. It's food. It's a military-grade filter. It's a fire starter. It's a skin exfoliator. It's an oxygen factory. This isn't just a gourd. It's the ultimate survival tool, and it's been hidden in plain sight this entire time.
I want you to just let this sink in. We replaced a plant that could filter a battleship engine with a block of oil-based trash. A tool that was used by pharaohs, traded for something we throw away every single month.
We've been lied to about what's useful, conditioned to just keep buying plastic, while the real survival tool has been waiting to be planted in our backyards this whole time. Now that's absolutely wild.